on one of the best Steves that North America has to offer.
And there's a little more on the line here, isn't there, with that instant qualifier spot? What better
Oh,
way for it to come down than to grand finals?
he's already won it. That's the thing. Syrup's already qualified. So,
Oh, he is.
yeah, Syrup won the center stage qualifier, I believe. So, uh, it just goes to the next highest placing player, which
Well, there
is
you
Pharaoh.
go. Congratulations to Pharaoh for getting that instant qualifier spot, but clearly looking for a little bit more now in this grand finals. If you are able to take this over Syrup, that's a statement right there.
Absolutely. Like you're kind of cementing this for yourself that this New Jersey Smash qualifier is not just going to be like some of the top players that are littered around New Jersey, and then like some people that qualified via points. It's legitimate threats all the way across the board. But you do got to be careful about how you're playing Ledge there, because it seemed like Syrup was just so confident in sitting a little bit outside of get-up attack range and just waiting for Pharaoh to get aggressive there.
Yeah, absolutely. That diamond being online is such a threat here. The momentum that creates. Pharaoh already down a stock, and you have to deal with the diamond, and you've been lapped in percent. This is not a great start.
He's probably close to a second diamond now. He already built the first one. He's trying to stay away, throw out so much of this movement, utilize Steve's little blocks and changes in direction to be as ambiguous as possible before the minecart comes out. That's the hardest part about Steve, honestly, Lentini. Like, you get to see so much about what Syrup does, like the block placements, the down air, the cancels on said blocks as they run out. And then as all of that happens, you just get hit by a minecart, because that's equally a good option. It's as good an option as it's ever been. So much to worry
those
about.
mix-ups at this level of play become so much more powerful because of what we were talking about earlier, where it so often comes down to the reads. Things like that, Pharaoh predicting the tech roll in. But if you've got these extra defensive options, these extra offensive options as well with things like minecart, there's just that much more to predict against for Pharaoh, who that's been so much of his bread and butter throughout this this bracket. Just the predictions, reading his opponents. But Syrup with the JV3 does not matter, and game one going handily over to Syrup's side.
Yeah, absolutely just firm and in control the entire time. I do respect Pharaoh for trying a different stage there, because they were on PS2 for most of the previous set, to try and shake it up a little bit. I'm reading Syrup's lips. The bans were Smashville and Battlefield, two very prominent Yoshi stages, as well as removing a lot of vertical escape routes. Syrup wants that room to play with, but having a little bit too much room could allow Yoshi to get out of danger really quickly, hence the swap over to Town and City here in game number 2 here, Lentini.
Yeah, I don't know if this Town and City pick is going to make the difference, but I like seeing Pharaoh trying something. You're in this situation
100%.
where you just got JV3. Like, something's got to give.
That was so unbelievably cheeky. The grab broke because of the dirt block, so Pharaoh and Yoshi went into the grab release animation that pushed him back into the TNT detonation range.
Okay, let's be honest. Do you think Syrup actually planned that?
No, but I think it's so much that, like, it's hard to say if anything is like truly planned or just kind of made up on the spot sometimes with Steve players, because there's just so much to worry about, that if you simply litter the field, sometimes things can go your way in a moment's notice.
That could have been the stock for Pharaoh. I don't know why that second jab got reversed, some sort of weird snapback, or the world's strangest prediction, but either way, unfortunate for Pharaoh, who desperately needed to convert off of that excellent jab block. Again, not getting the call out on Syrup, just mixing things up well enough to keep Pharaoh on his toes. Drag down, up smash, not going to work either. This is not looking good.
barely whiffing on the turnaround for the up smash. I do like how Pharaoh's applying a little bit more extraneous movement, like different drift with these egg tosses. Full drift in, that one was, in order to try and snipe out a stock before Syrup got set up. We've been seeing wave dashes. We've been seeing like just so much utility of what Yoshi can do at the drop of a hat. And when you're down 120 to 28 here, trying to make up a lead by full sending so many of your options is certainly a way to go about it. Certainly no fear on the side of Pharaoh as he finds another jab lock, converting on that one this time.
Unfortunately, not high enough percent this time to get the kill, but instilling the fear, if nothing else. 82% and on Town and City. This is where you start to get scammed by those early kills, the Nair sending the wrong way, but the momentum for the first time a little bit in Pharaoh's side, but one mistake on the read on that minecart, and Syrup takes the stock anyway, breaking another minecart with the up air, but somehow Syrup in the lead here, no up air. This is getting further and further away as Syrup's just slowly nickel and diming.
Syrup missing a couple combos there. Wonder if the rage messed anything up or if just the wrong hit of neutral air. Either way, you're not finding those the hits of pickaxe that you need to really start racking up the damage, especially with the amount of rage that you're sporting and Diamond online. Oh, that's it. Down strong, down smash. Sorry.
Yeah, you really are Rivals brain right now.
I've been doing a lot of it. Shout outs to Heatwave. It was sick.
All right, here we find ourselves in the final frontier for Pharaoh up against Syrup. Down 0-2 in the first set of grands. Not only do you have to pull a reverse 3-0 now, you also need to win another set. And the pick is Town yet again, which honestly, I agree with. I feel like that made sense.
Yeah, the stage pick made a lot of sense given how the game seemed to go in the favor of like some of the things that were favorable for Pharaoh. The color counter pick meta certainly changing up as well. That was so good. Like holy moly, the ladder once with a normal block placement up air into nil down smash. Great discipline on the part of Pharaoh multiple times over here to take what Syrup is dealing by just holding shield and letting some things be plus and knowing how to escape.
Yeah, but Pharaoh also doing a good job on that offense of mixing things up to make it so you have to wait out of those plus frames. Unfortunate lack of a mash there for Pharaoh. Not going to be able to stay alive after that first stock was taken, but still, worth noting, was able to get the first stock on Syrup this time around.
Just a kind of shame. It's basically an SD right immediately after. Gets the forward air though, no spike, so it does not threaten Yoshi's stock anywhere near with any sort of clean setup. And with only Wood's tools online, Yoshi can certainly deal out more damage than Steve can in this moment, though a simple pick loop instantly turns the tide back into Syrup's favor.
We can see Syrup's just trying to get those resources up. This is the momentum swing, and that's the forward air spike. Syrup can't even push advantage right now off of that iframes. He has to mine. Finally has some iron on deck. Is he going to get some tools out of this? No, he really wants those minecarts right now.
Yep. Very well played on the part of Pharaoh to find that forward air. Something that Steve can struggle with in general is recovering against characters that have large active aerials to both clash with minecart and appropriately punish Elytra. So Yoshi forward air doing exactly that. And certainly turning on the pressure here as Pharaoh putting on so much damage. The up air out of shield as well. And the up smash call out, taking the stock.
Great call out from Pharaoh. And not just taking the stock, putting himself on the board in this first set of grand finals. I'm curious what the counter pick's going to be from here.
We got ourselves a game here. Thinking back to small battlefield is going to lock it in. Given how game one went, certainly a solid option to say the least.
Yeah, I like this from Syrup. It was effective, and honestly, you've been consistently doing really well in this matchup. Might as well go to something you're comfortable with that you've seen success on before.
On the side of Pharaoh, though, you found so many strong, like just flat out reads in that game that a pretty homogenous layout like a small battlefield, like it's relatively consistent, nothing like insane going on here. It's still going to let you dial in on those reads that you had in the previous game. So the game plan
Very
doesn't
true.
necessarily have to change too much, though. For Syrup, you certainly have a little bit more of those combos going. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that TNT is okay.
The
That
TNT
whole
was
I think that Syrup went
yikes.
a little too low to place the block there, just off by a few pixels. Either way, we take those, and once again, Pharaoh gets the first stock, and you saw what happened last time.
Oh, and he didn't have any iron to boost with the minecart as well. Too low to place a block, nothing to get a little bit of a vertical boost with a minecart or
Ooh.
what have
Oh,
you. And suddenly
so much
Pharaoh has.
momentum from Pharaoh right now. Not gonna
Absolutely.
kill.
Trying to find any sort of stock here. The grab comes out from Syrup. Choosing to prioritize stone and refreshing tools and refreshing resources rather than closing out the stock there. I honestly agree with that that selection from Syrup. You win this game on the back of diamond tools and powered
We do
minecarts.
have the diamond online. Finally down air, going to close out the stock. Opts for the defensive block placement. We see it work very well there. You still end up in the corner, though, because those moves have so much knockback. And Syrup just trying to shark, throwing out all of these safe hitboxes to get back into the game. But Pharaoh only needs one right now.
With the quick shift in block placement, but Pharaoh pushing the initiative a little bit and clashing with the grab. Like the grab tech on the pivot
Ooh.
grab prevented the confirmed, effectively confirmed position with the back throw into forward smash from Syrup, and instantly turning into a stock there for Pharaoh, who maintains this lead. Playing so well right now, and the patience around this platform so good, but the pivot grab even better from Syrup. Still throwing out down smashes to try and take out this Yoshi jump. Yet the reverse hit allows Syrup to contain this advantage state.
But finally, those
Oof.
diamond tools are online, and you've evened up the stock count. This is starting to look pretty good for Syrup. You've got the advantage, and running away with that 60%, simple and clean. Going to be so hard for Pharaoh to stay away from those options throughout this last stock, but that's what he's got to do. He's got to continue to push the advantage in these situations where Syrup finds himself in the corner without overextending and getting hit by stuff like that.
The danger of a highly aggressive game plan, though, Lentini, was seeing these blocks get destroyed and these consistently pushing of aggression here from Pharaoh to try and get Syrup off of a spot. Any one of these aggressive options get called out by a diamond forward smash.
Oh!
Another one comes down from Syrup.